Hi everyone. Differentiation. In today's lesson, I will show you how to differentiate a function with one variable. So if we have a function y equal ax to the power n, where a and n are integers. When I say integers, which means they are numbers, okay? So the only variable here is x. So how are we going to differentiate this function? So the left hand side, we just have a letter y. So all we have to do, we're going to put dy over dx. Okay. The right hand side, we're going to multiply the power n by a, which is the coefficient of x. And we're going to subtract 1 from the power. Okay, I'm going to repeat the rule. We multiply the power by the number in front of x, which is a, and we subtract 1 from the power. Let's go through example. So if I have a function y equal 2x cubed, so I'm going to write down here to the right. Okay, right here. So you all agree with me, the left hand side will be just dy by dx. That's a symbol of differentiation. So we're going to multiply 3 by 2 and we're going to subtract 1 from the power. Okay, so dy by dx will be 6x squared. Let's go through another example. If I have y equals 4x squared, okay, so the y will change to dy over dx, and we're going to multiply 2 by 4 will give me 8, and if we subtract 1 from 2, you're just going to have 1. Usually when the power of x is 1, we don't write it. Okay, so basically just 8x. So next example. Y equal 4x. Again, if you look at the power of x here is 1, yeah? Usually we don't write it. Okay, we should know there is a power 1 there. So all we have to do, dy by dx is going to be 1 times 4x, 1 minus 1. So we're going to have 4 times x to the power 0. And on previous video, we had it was on indices. So I showed you anything to the power 0 is 1. So basically that's 4 times 1. So the answer is 4. So I show you exactly how you get this 4. But you don't have to do all the time, always these steps, yeah? So I'm going to go through example now. Another example showing you if you have 5x. So you don't need to do all the steps that I did. You can straight away write equal to 5. Okay. There's another example here. Y equal 3x. Okay. I think you will agree with me. It's just going to be 3. Okay. Let's go through another example. If we just have a number by itself, first I'm going to answer it, then I will show you the steps how you get this answer. So if you have a number by itself, if you want to differentiate it, the answer is 0. Okay. The answer will be 0. Okay. Now I'm going to show you where the 0 come from. So on example number 4, we had y equal 4. Usually, when we have a number by itself, there is an invisible letter next to it. But when that letter is to the power 0, we don't write it, because we know x to the power 0 is 1. So basically, that y equal to 4 is 4x to the power 0. And when we differentiate this function, it's going to be 0 times 4. X 0 take away 1 is minus 1. So you're going to end up having 0 x minus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay? So you don't need to do all these steps. Basically, if you have a function, well, just for one number by itself, so the differentiation will be 0. Okay? Let's move on to the next example. Y equal square root of x. As you can see from example number 5, not always the function is ready for us to differentiate it. Sometimes we need to rearrange it. And according to indices rule, I can write down x to the power a half is the same as square root of x. Now it's ready to differentiate. dy by dx is going to be 1 over 2 x half take away 1 minus 1 over 2. Okay. I'm going to show you another example. Y equal, this time, cubic root of x. So we could rewrite this as x to the power a third. Then if you want to differentiate it, okay, 1 over 3, x 1 over 3 minus 1, maybe minus 2 over 3. Right? Let's move on to the next example. Y equal 2 over x to the power 3. Again, if I compare this with the original function is ax to the power n. So what do we need to do to this example? We need to move x cubed to the top fraction. We have to rearrange it first. So according to indices rule, it's going to be the same. The only thing that will change, the power from positive 3 will convert to negative 3. Now it's ready to differentiate. Okay, minus 3 times 2, minus 6. Minus 3 minus 1, minus 4. Okay. I'm going to do one final example. Okay. Y equal 3 over x minus 4. Again, I have to rearrange this function first. Move the x to the negative 4 to the top fraction. When I move it, it's going to be the same. The only thing that will change, the negative 4 will change to positive 4. Now it's ready to differentiate. 4 times 3, 12. 4 take away 1, 3. Thank you.